Hello, Justin here with the Atlanta Brick Co. And on today's To Make a Mockery, I'm gonna get a little spooky. It is the season, so let's get a little Halloweeny, shall we? That's a word, right? That's a word. Yeah, that's a word. That's a word. It is now. Now, you've seen the thumbnail, so you've seen the finished product, but as of now, me live recording this, I don't know what it's gonna look like. I've done stuff similar for my own display at home. You guys know me. I love the spookiness. Today, I'm gonna share with you some ideas how to bring a little spookiness to your Lego. An easy, simple little build that you can do. The parts I'm using are all pretty common parts, and I got most of these, the vast majority of these, out of our Pick-a-Brick table here at the Atlanta Brick Co. So let's raise the dead. The dead being these Lego parts. And let's get zombified. I'm starting off with some simple plates. I chose a couple of dark green and one regular green to make my spooky graveyard. And I'm building it around this guy, the zombie driver from Monster Fighters, the easiest zombie to obtain and the cheapest one. Let's get cracking. I'm gonna center it around a tombstone, so I've got these guys for my curved tombstone, like that. Right? Easy peasy. And I'll fill it in. So there's the head of my tombstone. I'm gonna put it on that guy just like that. And there's, of course, a myriad of ways you can do tombstones. I want my tombstone to be at an angle. So I'm gonna do it like that. That's the beginning of what I wanna make. I want to have a little bit of a hill, so let's get cracking. Now, I am not the landscape expert by any stretch of the imagination. How big do we want it? Like that guy? What I love about building natural things is that you don't have to make things symmetrical. I know I'm making them symmetrical right now. This is just my groundwork. This part, I feel like you don't need to be super careful with it because you're just gonna cover it up. Most of this will be covered up. What's weird about doing MOCs like this, where you don't have an exact plan, is that you have to almost build backwards. Here, let's change the camera angle a little bit. You have to build what you can't see first. And that's always odd to me. Oh, I got a tomato one by mistake. That was mixed in. So the idea of this guy is he's going to be an exhumed corpse who's rising from the grave. So we need to have an earthen bottom, right? We need to use our brown for the dirt, the grime. And the more uneven you can make everything, the better. Like I said, I don't have a definite plan. I have a rough idea of what I want to do. Kind of like that, maybe a little bit. And the rest, I want like the dirt's pouring down out of it. If we switch around like that, is that too much of an angle? That's too much of an angle. Experimentation, people. Most important part of Legoing. I do need a brick separator, though. We'll do it like that. How's that look? And I got a few different colors of dirt, because that looks good. You can see kind of the layered pattern it's getting a little bit. MOC Master Mark could do this in a second. So as you can see, it's already shaping up to be kind of what you want it to be, right? So the rest of it is just figuring out how shaped you want to make the land. And it's completely up to you how much detail you want to put into it. I did run back upstairs to grab several of these, the 1x1 round plates, because I think that just looks more like dirt. So I'm going to try to add a bunch of those in. I did that purposely to add a little variety. MOC Master Mark and John are amazing at landscape. Doing Lego landscape is its own art form. I am very much a novice. I still like it. I'm thinking this is where I want it the highest, around this area, because it's like it's pouring over, and we don't want to see that green showing through too much, right? We'll cover some of it up. So you can definitely see what I'm going for, right? Whether I'm achieving it or not, I don't know. How's he fitting? He's super snug, but he's looking good. I think he's looking good. Brains! Of course, if I did this again, it'd probably be even better with a little more planning, but I'm making it up as I go. So there's always the risk of creativity. Or it's a Bob Ross happy accident. Oh, I just broke it. Brown! You gotta be careful. Just tried to separate these two and it just broke. Reddish brown. That old reddish brown. Oops, that's not Lego. Away with you. Sometimes those get mixed in. We try our best not to have those in our pick-a-brick, but it is inevitable. And then this is where I'm just going back and adding some of these rounds because I think that makes it look more like dirt. This is the part that's, to some people, some crazy people like me, that's really fun because it's just going back and adding all the little details to it. I brought this down but ended up not using it. If I were to build this again, I might find the perfect spot for it, but as of now, that did not happen. And just for a finishing touch, let's give him a pumpkin. So there it is, my super quick, super easy random pieces that I found. They're not random, of course. I looked for specific colors and stuff, but easy little fun Halloween build that parents can do with their kids. What I love about doing nature scenes is it does not have to be symmetrical. So you can just go wild and have fun. This turned out a little bigger than I wanted. I wanted there to be a little more of the plate showing on the sides, but it got too fat. If I were to do it again, I'd probably have a better plan. It'd be nice to cover this part up, but for now, I'm happy with it. This is good enough, right? There. Now that needs something. Now that looks weird, but you get the idea. There it is with that joint covered up a little bit. I don't know if I like it better. If I were to do it again, I would probably not have the brown plates underneath and just set the zombie all the way down on the bottom. So he's deeper down into it, but I think it still looks fine. I like it. And there's my brave zombie man popping out of the ground right there. Maybe he's got to get one last pumpkin spice latte before he does the eternal sleep. So the idea of this is not to copy this design, of course, because I'm sure you can do way better. It's just to get your ideas flowing. I put this together in about 20 minutes. This is a fun little thing to do. Parents, you can do this with your kids. Kids, you can do this with your parents. Get them building. But that's the idea, right? To just build and create, let your fingers go. Some people like to plan more on paper. Some people want to spend a lot of time just going over it, taking it apart, trying different things. I just wanted to slam something together quickly so everyone has their own unique style. This can be done, and it can be done quickly to have a little holiday fun. Thank you so much for watching, and let us know, do you have any of your own cool Lego Halloween designs going on right now? Any projects you're working on? A big part of doing MOCs is just trial and error, doing it over and over again. Looking up pictures of what other people have done and putting your own spin on it. I love this stuff. I love Lego, and I love you guys. We will see you guys very soon. If you're not subscribed, you might want to think about doing it if you want to. And if you are subscribed, thank you so much.